Flight Dynamics officer says the trajectory looks good. We show 1/2 mile in altitude at this time.
13 Houston, go at 30 seconds.
Roll complete and we're pitching.
Roger that. Stand by for mode 1 Bravo. Mark 1 Bravo.
1 Bravo. Command.
Altitude 1.2 miles, velocity 1,500 feet per second.
Houston, go at 1. We show the cabin relieving.
13, roger.
Houston, stand by for S4B to COI capability.
S4B to COI, roger.
Roger, you've got it now, Jim.
We've got S4B to COI.
Booster reports that the inboard engine shutdown was a bit early. We're continuing to burn on the 4 outboard engines.
13.
Go ahead, 6. And Houston, what's the story on engine 5?
Jim, Houston, we don't have a story on why the inboard out was early, but the other engines are go and you're go.
Roger. Houston.
Copy that, Jim. Good deal.
Copy that, Jim. Good deal.
Jim Lovell reports we have ignition. Lovell's report would indicate we had a very close to on-time ignition. The total burn duration should be about 5 minutes 47 seconds.
Okay, so far.
Houston, roger.
We're hard docked, Houston.
Roger, understand hard dock. Good deal. Fred, one more thing on the TV, if you could come down to F-22 again.
Okay, you got F-22 again. Okay, Joe, I'm pointing over toward Jack, and it's pretty bright with the earth out that window. Is it sort of washing out the picture here?
No, Fred, it's not. We've got a bright spot where the window is. The rest of you are semi-silhouette. It's a pretty impressive picture.
We're about ready to pull the limb out, Joe.
Okay, 13.
Here she comes. Okay, it looks like we're clear, Joe.
Okay, looks good. It's weird because we get the TV about 10 seconds after you call it.
Okay, Houston, we have the S4B in sight. You're going to maneuver the S4B.
Houston, roger that.
Joe, we can see it start to move. However, there doesn't seem to be a lot of debris or vapor coming out of it.
Roger that, Jack. Booster says that's great. He says the booster's doing its thing normally. Concur, we don't see much on the television at all. Okay, 13, we got Fredo on TV.
Roger, Houston. What we plan to do for you today is start out in the spaceship Odyssey and take you on through from Odyssey into the tunnel into Aquarius and show you a little bit of the landing vehicle and Your TV operator is now resting on the center couch, looking at Fred Hayes. His head is now just about at the beginning of the tunnel, and his back is against the lower equipment bay optical area. And Fred will now transport himself into the tunnel and into the spaceship Aquarius.
You know, one thing I noted, Jack, when I first came across there, that starting upright in the command module and heading down in Aquarius, there's a little bit of an orientation change that, even though I've been through it once in the water tank, is still pretty unusual. I find myself now standing with my head on the floor when I get down inside the limb.
That's a great picture, Jim. You got the light just right.
One of the nice things, Jack, particularly for a novice like myself, is the ease of moving around in here. Of course, as you know from working in the command module simulator, it's really quite a boon to have zero gravity as an aid. It's confining really at 1G to move around very much in there, and it's quite easy. The limb, as you can see, it looked pretty clean. I found a couple of loose washers, about it, and a little plastic cap off the sequence camera had come loose, and I found it lodged over by the ED panel. Okay, right under Jim now. He's actually standing on a what looks to be a can here, and for the sake of all the people back there, housed inside this can is the Leo Massa engine, or hopefully you can see my hand resting on top of right now. The engine that we used to get off of the moon. Immediately adjacent to the engine cover here, I have my hand on a white box now, which has been shown before. This happens to be Jim's bliss, the backpack, which will supply oxygen and water for cooling while on the lunar surface. This device we hope to make use of for a planned 4 hours and possibly up to as much as 5 hours.
Okay, Houston, for the benefit of the television viewers, we've just about completed our little inspection of Aquarius, and now we're proceeding through the hatch again and through the tunnel and going back up the Odyssey. We might give you a quick shot of our entertainment on board the spacecraft, which has been keeping us company for some time. This little tape recorder has been a big benefit. Has been a big benefit to us in passing some of the time away in our transit out to the moon. And it's rather odd to see it floating like this in Odyssey while it's playing the themes of 2001. Of course, the tapes would be complete without Aquarius.
Okay, Jim, we're seeing a tape recorder now, and just by the way, how long do you expect to keep the TV on this evening?
Whenever you stand by one.
Yeah, I got him with the cabin repress valve in there, Jack.
Every time he does that, our hearts jump in our mouth. And Jack, anytime you want to terminate TV, we're all set to go.
Okay, Jim, it's been a real good TV show. We think we ought to conclude it From here now, what do you think?
Roger, sounds good. And this is the crew of Apollo 13. Wish everybody there a nice evening. And we're just about ready to close out our inspection of Aquarius and get back for a pleasant evening at Odyssey. Good night.
Thank you, 13. We've got one more item for you when you get a chance. We'd like it to stir up your cryo tanks. In addition, I have a shaft and trunnion
Okay.
for a look at the Comet Bennett if you need it.
Stand by. Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here.
Can say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem. Main B bus undervolt.
Roger, main B undervolt. Stand by, 13. We're looking at it.
Okay, right now, Houston, the voltage is looking good. We had a pretty large bang associated with the caution and warning there. And as I recall, main B was the one that had a amp spike on it once before.
Roger, Fred.
The interim here, we're starting to go ahead and button up the tunnel again.
Clear.
Yeah, that jolt must have rocked the sensor on, see now in O2 quantity 2, it's